Still money to be made flipping houses.
These are perfectly fine.
Veteran home flipper Scott Williams says absolutely.
What about this?
And he's going to spend the day showing us how.
You know, I've been a flipper for 10 years now or more.
We'll begin with this 3-bedroom, 2-bath house in South Sacramento that just hit the market. Scott bought it in early December and just wrapped up a total rehab.
We've done about 130 over the last 10 or 12 years.
So you're getting pretty good at it.
Experience helps a lot.
Scott paid $80,000 for the house, which hadn't been updated since it was built in the 30s. He saved money on the purchase, as he often does, buying it directly from the owners with no other agents involved. He spent $50,000 to fix it up. New windows, new paint, all new inside. Experience has taught him where to cut corners and where not to.
We used to go cheap in the kitchen, and I found over the years that spending the extra $1,000 gives you more like $3,000 or $4,000 in resale, and that's really the name of the game.
Scott spent $10,000 in the kitchen, 1/5 of the total budget, on stainless steel appliances, granite instead of tile, all new cabinets.
So to me, George, the bathrooms are the second most important part of a remodel.
In the bathrooms, new tubs and tile enclosures. Like the kitchen, tile, not vinyl on the floors. Overall, he says, cheap floors make a poor impression. So Scott puts upgraded carpet in the bedrooms and quality laminate in the living areas.
What we've found is that most people like laminate as opposed to carpet.
Outside, the garage was a wreck, but in Scott's opinion, worth the $5,000 he put into it.
A 2-car garage is worth $15,000 in resale versus having no garage.
Scott's asking $180,000 for the house, minus the $80,000 he paid for it, minus $50,000 for improvements, minus $7,200 in anticipated selling costs. He's hoping for a net profit of nearly $43,000.
It's going on the market today, so we'll find out. So we're going to...
That afternoon, we meet at a flipper house in South Natomas, where the former owners are just moving out. Scott and his crew will spend a half hour coming up with a plan and a budget. That's Rick, the general contractor. That's Mike, the electrician and an air guy.
What are your thoughts on that bathroom sink and vanity? I think we got it. Where would you switch it from? Is it a mirrored door? What do you think number-wise, based on what we've seen so far? I think we're looking at realistically slightly under 20 to get it done and make it nice.
Scott bought this house for $120,000. He plans to spend $20,000 fixing it up.
I think market value on this property should be 170 is my best guess.
$170,000 minus the $120,000 he paid for the house, minus $20,000 for improvements, minus $6,800 in selling costs. Should net Scott just over $23,000 if he's right.
We'll find out in 3 or 4 weeks.
Now we move to Oak Park and Scott's most ambitious flip yet. That sign says it all. I know what you're thinking. It's a mess, all right. Stripped by vandals, boarded up by the city. But it's a house in Sacramento, and Scott got it for $25,000. It's on an improving street, and Scott sees nothing but upside here. And we'll keep an eye on this one.
You know, we put in new closet doors.
For now, let's end this story where we began. At the South Sac Flipper, Scott confidently opened up for $180,000 this morning. He got a full-price cash offer the same afternoon. In Sacramento, George Warren, News 10.